If you've ever seen my videos, then you will see that I'm someone who does mask quite extensively. And I do have difficulties sometimes dropping the mask. Mm-hmm. So I was looking into kind of how do we even define what is autistic masking? And the definition that I've found that I like the most, that I think is the most inclusive to all profiles, mm-hmm. is a conscious or unconscious attempt to change your behavior, body language, etc., in an attempt to appear more normal / neurotypical or mm-hmm. less autistic. Kind of addressing why do we mask, right? It's what we've been through right now already has been like, okay, there's bullying, there's how do we even have friendships? How do we have romantic relationships? How do we get through life when everything is so difficult socially, not knowing what people are expecting of us constantly?
If they like us, what they're thinking. Yeah.
And trying to walk kind of that minefield.
Yeah.
What would you say if I asked you to explain, like, how does it feel to mask? Like the masking itself, what does that feel like to you? You said before it's kind of both very conscious and kind of unconscious to you.
Yeah. So with a conscious mask, feels like my brain is on overdrive. Mm-hmm. It's like a hypervigilance mm-hmm.
In
every interaction. Mm-hmm. It's very tiring.
Absolutely.
Like I need major restoration afterwards. I think it's probably easier to speak about the difference. Like when I'm just speaking with friends who I'm very relaxed with, or family members who I'm relaxed with, and I'm not conscious. Like right now, I'm looking out the window. I'm not forcing myself to look at you. Mm-hmm. I'm letting my eyebrows drop. Like this feels very comfortable. I'm not worrying about my voice sounds a little monotone, you know? Mm-hmm. And now I'm allowing myself to do that more with people. And like, it's not as draining. It feels good. Mm-hmm. It feels like I actually go on fewer tangents probably because I'm focusing in a different way. I'm able to think about my thoughts as they're coming out of my mouth a bit more. So I'm maybe mm-hmm. less impulsive. You're probably getting less of the mask of me. So certainly as like a teenager, I was like, all right, I'm going to experiment with being like sarcastic or being funny or like playing up my awkwardness and my quirkiness. Mm-hmm. And I don't feel the need to compensate in that way.
When I think about autistic masking, I think it's things like adjusting our autistic behaviors to minimize them, changing the way we speak, the way we use our faces, the way we use our body language, minimizing our interests, like our special interests.
Yeah.
It could be pretending to be interested in the things that everyone else is interested in, but it's also things like, say, my special interests when I was a teenager was Britney Spears and the Backstreet Boys, right? Earlier than that, it would have been Legos and dinosaurs and things like that. And when I was talking to other kids, either as a young child or as a teenager, I would avoid talking about the things that actually interested me.
Yes.
Because it wasn't welcome.
Yeah.
And I knew from experience that if I did talk about the things that interested me, I would be socially punished.
Yes. I also have found like you get to a point when people make fun of you all the time. You try different things. So I tried being the first one to make a joke about myself. I tried all the things. And eventually you kind of settle on like, I'm just going to like try not to react to anything and present like this calm facade, no matter what is said, no matter what, even if there's like a jump scare, even if on the inside, I'm like, ah!
Even if your sensory sensitivities are being triggered.
I have to shut it down.
shut it down and try to become a duck on a pond.
Yes, with my legs swimming under so fast that no one would ever know.
Sees. Yeah, nobody sees.
Autistic Tidbits of Tangents.